Truman Clayton.
Curtis Jackson. My name is Sean Scrutchin.
Chris Polis.
My name is Tyson Freeman.
Ed Phillips.
John White.
My name is Dr. Ken-Yon Smith.
Jeremy King.
I was a freshman in '87. I played varsity, but I was a starter from '88 through '90.
I attended Scott High School from '91 to '95.
I played basketball at Scott High School between the years of 1971 and 1975.
Played for Mr. Benny Williams. I was a freshman, 94, 95, my freshman year. And I came out, my senior year in 1998.
Class of 1987.
I'm a graduate of the class of 1985.
I attended Scott High School from 1989, 1990.
I'm a class of '85.
I attended Scott High School from 1994 to 1998.
Back then, they was recruiting guys to go to Maycomer. You either go to Maycomer or go to Scott. I know the last day, right before, half of my friends went over to Maycomer and the other half, and we said, we're going to Scott.
I was in the 8th grade. I went to Jonesville School. When we was in the 8th grade, they sent us tickets to come watch all the high schools play. We got to visit all the high schools. So I'm real competitive. So when we went to watch Scott play, it was against the Bills. They had Chris Polish, Melvin Newbern. And the crowd was jumping. And I remember it, right before the half, Melvin got a dunk. And I looked at Scoop. He looked at me and he was like, "Cuz, I'm going here." I was like, all right. We went to visit Macomber. We seen Jim. We watched them play. They played a team from out of town. And they won. I looked at him and I just told him, look, you and I both know we can play with them, but can we beat them? The big thing for me was to beat Scott, to beat Macomber, to beat the rest of the high schools here. That was my big thing. So that's why I attended Libby.
I was gonna go to DeVilbiss because they was down, you know what I'm saying? So it was I'm always the type of person that go for challenges. So after that, it was like, I'm going to DeVilbiss so I can play against the big dogs, you know what I'm saying? And they ended up closing DeVilbiss my freshman year. And from conversation with people at Scott, I ended up going to Scott.
Actually, being the youngest in my family, I kind of had mixed emotions on what high school I was going to. I had an older brother go to Macomber. I had an older brother go to DeVilbiss. Ed, who's over me, ended up going to Scott. First thing that interested me in going to Scott High School was the obvious, the athletics and being from the community and the neighborhood. Just going to the games and watching the games, the rivalry of the Macomber and DeVilbiss games back then, it just looked like a bunch of fun and something that I wanted to do.
Even when I was younger, we used to play in the house. Like say we have a rim upstairs, stuck in the door, shooting and dunking on the rim. But I remember we used to, me and even our friends, we used to have on white t-shirts, like we'd have Scott. And then we'd have like our favorite player on there that played for Scott at that time. And it was guys like Robin Robinson, Truman Clayton. We just had those guys. And we looked up to the program. Even at a young age, waiting to get our shot to play.
I live right around the corner from Scott on Warren, so that was always the go. We go up and watch the guys practice after school when we get out, hang around the field house where Mr. Williams, be doing his thing. And plus we went to early bird clinics that Mr. Williams had, during the summer. So Scott was always the main objective.
When I went to Robinson, I didn't even play in junior high. I was a trouble kid,